Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. It's about that time. Let's go take that walk and see what's in the fridge today. Oh hell yeah. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. I am so excited that I got another one of these. And I'm going to review it because I reviewed this beer already a couple years ago and it blowed my hair freaking off. This beer is so highly sought after, it flies off the shelves out in California. And what I hear, it comes to Pennsylvania too. So to me, it'd be almost worth the trip to Pennsylvania to pick this up. Yeah, I mean, it really, and I would say it flies off the shelves there as soon as it comes into the store, if it makes it that far. A lot of the highly sought after beers, Heady Topper and Pliny and some of the others, Three Floyds. I mean, they're standing in line for this stuff when it shows up. I mean, it hardly gets to the shelf before it's gone. So. The guys out there near Russian River that can get this stuff, the Pliny the Younger and the Elder. I've not had the Elder before because I think it's a draft only type beer, but uh, kind of sad that I wasn't able to get by there and taste that, or at least pick up some of this, or have some of this shipped to me from out there. So, but I'm glad I got this one, and I'm going to enjoy it thoroughly. So thanks to Nick for rounding this one up and getting it out to me. Uh, Guys, I absolutely loved this beer the last time I had it. It's been a couple years ago since I've had it. So I'm really looking forward to this one and see if I'm still as impressed now as I was then. Uh, Commercial description, this is a 8%er and the IBUs are 100 on this one. So it was so balanced the last time. It was just a pleasure to drink. It really was. I hated to drink it, but I wanted to drink it fresh, and then I hated that I drank it and it was gone. That's the way it is on the beers that are this good. So, the commercial description: Pliny the Elder was a Roman naturalist, scholar, historian, traveler, officer, and writer. Although not considered his most important work, Pliny and his contemporaries created the botanical name for hops, Lupus solitarius, meaning wolf among scrubs. Hops at that time grew wild among willows, much like a wolf in the forest. Later, the current botanical name, Humulus lupus, was adopted. Pliny died in 79 AD while observing the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. He was immortalized by his nephew, Pliny the Younger, who continued his uncle's legacy by documenting much of what he observed during the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. Pliny the Elder, the beer is brewed with 40% more malt and over twice the amount of hops as compared to our already hoppy IPA. And this is, like I said, an 8%er, which classifies it as an imperial or a double IPA. So, and they're out of Santa Rosa, California, according to what it says here on Rate Beer. I'll give you the IBUs, I'll give you the ABV, I'll give you the commercial description. Uh, Food pranks for this one: cuisine is barbecue, cheese is peppery, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp blue cheddar, your more pungent cheeses. Meat is game, grilled meat, and salmon. Uh, I love grilled meat and chicken, steaks, chops, burgers, everything off the grill with a nice IPA or a double IPA. This is a double. It's at the lower end of the double, being a 8%er, but very, very tasty. From what I recollect, I'm super excited to get another bottle of this and get my hands on one of these. And this does have a date on it. It's not digitized or coated ink on the bottle. It's got it right here on the label. It says bottled on 11/18 of 2014. So this is not quite a month old. It'd be maybe right at a month old by the time you see this. I'm a couple beers ahead of what I post each day. So right at a month old. So it ought to be pretty fresh, pretty damn tasty. Yeah, keep rubbing my hands. I'm so excited to have this beer again. Glass for a Snifter Tulip oversized wine glass. I got the double glass, and it says can be cellar for long periods, but I would not recommend that. Drink it as damn fresh as you can get your freaking hands on. That's what I say. But if you want to cellar it, by golly, do it. I don't want to cellar it. I want to get it on, and that's what we're going to do. So with that being said, let's get it on. Put that down there. And this is a bigger bottle. This is a pint 0.25 fluid ounces, which is 510 milliliters. I don't want to pour it too aggressive because I don't want a super big head on this. And we'll save some of that for the other half. I'm sure she will be as excited as I am. Alright guys, with that pour, about a finger and a half of head over into the light. I can see the bulb right through it. It is perfectly clear, a nice tangerine orange color. Beautiful beer in the glass. Nice white head, just a tad off white head. Mostly white too. Nice big bubbles in there, some tinier bubbles around the outside. It looks awesome. It does. It looks awesome. I guess you can tell I'm a little excited. Ow. Let's get a nose on it. Oh man, what a wonderful aroma on this beer. Tropical fruit, grapefruit, pine, apples, pears, oranges, tangerines. Man, if I had a, I don't shave, but if I had an aftershave or a cologne that smelled like this, I'd put it on. I'd probably drink it. I'd probably wear it every day. Oh man, it smells so good. Almost get a woody smelling it. What? That smells so good, guys. That does. It really does. Wow. Not getting any alcohol on the nose. 8% beer. No alcohol presence whatsoever. Well, let's stop smelling it and start drinking it. Yeah. Alright, guys. Let's get it on. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Nick. Thank you, brother. I do appreciate it, especially this one. That is so well balanced. With 100 IBUs, if I was blindfolded and you handed me this, I would say it's probably around 65 or 70. It is not bitter on the back end whatsoever. Super well balanced. Wow. Hair's blowing off. Socks are blowing off. This is just as delicious as I remembered. So this is a review, Pliny 2014, if you will. Wow, that's freaking awesome. When you look up double IPA or an imperial IPA in the dictionary, you don't have a picture of this bottle. There's so many people try to imitate this beer or brew a beer very similar to this beer. That's either too sweet or too bitter or too something. These guys have got this recipe down freaking pat. Man, that is awesome. And now I'm smacking my lips and my gums together. There is a nice bitterness that lingers, but it is nothing off-putting whatsoever. As you're drinking it, it doesn't taste bitter whatsoever. Oh man, that is so damn good. Wow. If I could get this beer here in Virginia, Every time I opened that refrigerator door in there, you would see a bottle of that sitting in there. No doubt a freaking about it. Alright guys, I'm going to take it back. It's right out of the fridge, 40 degrees. And let her taste it. Probably pour the rest of this in a glass and let her sip on it a little bit too. Might be a little stingy with it though. I love this beer. This is awesome. Alright, I'll be right back. We'll do the final chug and grade, but I'm pretty sure you know where I'm going with this. Alright guys, I'm back. Got a little left here. Wow. Whenever I get my hands on these kinds of beers, I mean like the Heady Toppers and the Plinies and all the beers that are just so hard to get your hands on. They almost have a cult following when they show up at the stores. I mean, they're grabbing them before they get them off the truck, and when they show up on the shelf, they snatch as many as they can get their hands on. And a lot of times the bottles are limited to 1 or 2 or a 6-pack, depending on how many the store gets. And if I could, like I said, if I could get my hands on this here in Virginia, you would see it all the time when I opened up the fridge to get a beer to review. It would be almost worth it to me. Like I said, I know they come to Pennsylvania. I would rent a car because I drive a F-250 work truck, and it gets about 10 miles a gallon, so I wouldn't drive it up there. But I would rent a car and drive to Pennsylvania if I could get probably 2 cases of this to bring back. It would be worth that to me to go there and get this beer and bring it back. But I wouldn't drive up there for 2 bottles or a 6-pack of it. It just wouldn't be worth it to me. If anybody knows where I can get this in Pennsylvania and go up and get a couple cases and bring back, let me know. You can contact me in my email, gtpuckett@comcast.net, or make a comment in this video. But I would love to be able to go up and get 2 fresh cases of this beer and bring it back to Virginia here, where I could have it. It would be worth it to me. It really, really would. I enjoy this beer that much. So, with that being said, let's get on with this one and do the final chug. Wow. That's delicious. That is freaking delicious, guys. I love this beer. I do love this beer. I just wish I could get my hands on it. To be able to buy it here, it would be so awesome if they would ship it to Virginia. I'd be their biggest customer. I'd be buying this every chance. Every time it showed up at the store, I'd be there to get it. So, with that being said, guys, my scale goes to 10. This is a 10. It definitely is a 10. If I went to 11, this is an 11 beer in a 10 scale. So, to me, anyway, just my opinion. There may be some of you disagree with me, but I love this beer. I mean, and Heady Topper, I love that beer. I mean, it is so delicious to drink these well-made, well-crafted double IPAs. They are delicious to me, especially when they're made this well. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. 10 for me. If a scale went to 11, yeah, it's an 11 on a 10 scale, guys. It's that good to me. I don't know what else to say. I mean, tropical fruit notes, tangerine, oranges, apples, pears, mangoes, grapefruit, pineapple. It's got it all. It has got it all, and it's done very, very well. So, all right, guys, you know what I think about it. This is the 2014 edition of Pliny the Elder. It's about a month old. Got the date on the bottle, on the label, not digitized on the bottle anywhere. It's stamped on the label. It don't get rubbed off. You know exactly how old the beer is by looking at the label. A 5-year-old could see how old this beer is by looking at the label. So definitely the way to do it. I mean, whenever I see the dating code on the label, printed on the label, it's a win-win. I mean, it don't get smeared off. It's not digitized. It's not a Julian code. It's not none of that horse hockey. It's printed on the label, month, day, year. It doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any better than this. I love it. All right, over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says it's 100, world class. No argument here. And over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says overall 100 and 100 in the style. No argument here. It is a great beer. So, just disappointed I can't get my hands on it on a regular basis, because I would. So like I said, anybody knows where I can get it in Pennsylvania and go up and get a couple cases, let me know. I would love to make that journey and pick up some of this. So with that being said, guys, not disappointed in this beer whatsoever. It's just as good this time as it was a couple years ago when I had it for the first time. So I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. As it goes, if you've had this one, let me know what you think. I know most of the hopheads like me love this beer, and there are so many people in the country that have never tried this, that want to try this, that can't get their hands on this, or don't know, or have any subs or friends that can send them one of these. I feel very privileged and very lucky to be able to get my hands on this, and both times I've had guys send me this beer. So just kind of disappointed that I didn't arrange to have some of this sent to me when I was out in California, or didn't make it by the brewery to actually pick up some of this or try even Pliny the Younger while I was out there. So won't make that mistake again. I go back out there again, whether I go by myself or with friends. I will make that journey and go by there. And we have Nick's picked up a bunch of Russian River beers for me to review, and several of them were sours, which I am trying to wrap my arms around and try to enjoy some of those beers. It's tough. Like I said, I'm not a tart fan. I'm not a lambic fan, and never have liked anything really tart like that. Even as a kid, I didn't like tart candy, so it's really hard for me to grasp and get my arms around those sours and tart beers. But we're going to give it a hell of a try here, since I got so many of those Russian River beers that were sent to me by Nick. So, alright guys, we're going to get out of here. If you've had this one, let me know what you think. And seriously doubt we're going to get a beer this good tomorrow, but we're going to take a look and see what we get. You never know. Come on back tomorrow. I'll see you then.